Emerson with Collision Hub, and we are back on the show floor for Nace in Orlando, Florida, and we've stopped by to visit with iCar. They're doing some really great things on the show floor this week. They're doing some training and giving you a little bit of a teaser of a class that's going to come out in the first of 2012. Jason, tell us a little bit about that class.
We've been working on our best practices for high-strength steel repair course for several months now. We held a repairability summit in May with a number of subject matter experts from vehicle manufacturers, insurance companies, tool and equipment manufacturers. We talked about the high-strength steels that are on today's vehicles and what to do with them when they're involved in a collision. Vehicle makers continue to use more and more high-strength steels, ultra-high-strength steels, and so the course is really designed to give you those best practices to identify, remove, install, straightening considerations for high-strength steels. Vehicle manufacturers offer a lot of good information on sectioning and repairability. You know, General Motors and Ford have their repairability matrices. This course is designed to, in the absence of those recommendations from the vehicle manufacturer, the course is designed to give you some best practices on how to approach those types of vehicles. If you identify that, you know what, I'm working with an ultra high strength steel part here. I can't straighten it, I can't section it. Some of those parameters that we can make effective, complete and safe repair decisions, maintain those 5-star crash ratings to make sure the vehicles are repaired properly.
Right. Let's talk about that a little bit, because I think there's sometimes a misconception that some of these exotic metals are in really hidden and protected places within the vehicle, but we're seeing more B-pillars, rocker panels, those sort of things in the metals. And there are some do-not repairs out there. Can you share a little bit about that? Because I think technicians forget that.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we're, as you mentioned, you're seeing most of the high-strength steels and ultra-high-strength steels. We're really seeing the side structure of the vehicle. Obviously, the front and the rear of the vehicle are designed to absorb the energy and then transfer that energy through the passenger compartment, where they're using the high-strength steels and ultra-high-strength steels. But we are starting to see some higher-strength steels even in the lower frame rails, including Chevrolet Volt has 600 MPa tensile strength steel in different parts of the front rail itself. So there are certainly some applications for that as well. But when we start talking about ultra-high-strength steels, you know, B-pillar reinforcement, rocker panel reinforcements, when we're getting into that 600, 700, 800 plus MPa tensile strength range, the repairability options are extremely limited.
Now, I know you guys are working on some other stuff up there in Appleton. What are some of the things on the plate that iCar is going to be focusing on as we go through the end of this year and into 2012?
Well, right now we've got a lot of staff focused on an intro collision repair series that we're developing. It's an online offering that's going to be for the very, very entry-level technician, maybe for somebody that might be in a non-technical role that just talks about what is the collision repair process? What are some of these estimating terms that I might see on an estimate? We're covering things like, you know, this is a hammer, this is a dolly. They're used for repair, for removing dents, and just showing them real briefly how to use it. We're not getting any equipment maintenance or how to repair a dent necessarily, but just giving them an overview of tools and equipment that are used in the collision repair industry. Again, estimating terms. What is R&R? What is R&I? What's overlap? You know, it's how to deduct from overlap. So. Again, just things that they might run into, that a customer might come in and have a question about, you know, I've been in a collision, I've never been in a collision before, how's my car going to be repaired? And be able to speak at their level to walk them through the process of the estimating, the structure repairs, non-structure repairs, and refinishing. So we've got we're focusing a lot of 11 new courses on that. We've already got one course online today that kind of deals with the collision repair process as an overview. And then we'll be releasing the other 11 courses in the spring of next year. Working on perhaps updating our welding qualification test, our steel and aluminum welding qualification test. Again, steels have changed. The steel that we're using for the welding qualification test may not be as representative of automotive steel as we'd like it to be, so we're looking at different types of steels that we could use to incorporate into the welding qualification test. Aluminum welding qualification test, more and more vehicle manufacturers turn to aluminum. We're looking at adding some new alloys and thicknesses to that particular test as well. So I've got a lot of exciting stuff going on. Again, some aluminum stuff that we're working on with our structural parts aluminum course that we have to offer. And one real exciting one that I can't share with you today, again on aluminum, that you're going to see in the next couple of years.
Well, I know as they start rolling out more metals for those CAFE standards, we're going to probably see an influx in aluminum and more carbon, and you guys were talking about carbon yesterday, so it was pretty packed over here. So I know we're gonna let you go. You had like 50, 60 watching yesterday. I know they're gonna open the doors soon. You're gonna have some more in there. You know, we talked yesterday about blueprinting, if you watched the show, and the important role that's going to play as we change the way collision repair processes estimating is done. And the only way to do a proper blueprint is to really understand the way that the cars are wrecking. And to do that is to understand the metals. And this is going to be an essential course in improving your blueprinting skills. So be sure to check for it when it releases in first part of 2012. Find the closest instructor and sign up. Jason, I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
It's always good as well. Thanks. We'll be back a little bit later in the show. Thanks.